Well, the idea of not too young to rule, it's an interesting bill that has been passed, and it's a good thing that the bill is passed. But the point is, uh, the the bill is much more important because of the fact that it opens up for inclusiveness of not just participation of the youth, but inclusiveness of more modern ideas, more young and youthful ideas in politics. The problem we having with the old folks is the age of the ideas that they are using. So the youth coming into the picture is simply them bringing in new ideas. But if they cannot bring in new ideas, then there's no point, running at that young age. There's no point. But if they can bring new ideas, I think that helps the polity, the Nigeria itself, to grow. So it's not just about the age; it's about the age of the ideas that are coming into politics. We know that the younger generations have tendency to face the consequences of every decision they make. So it's reasonable that when they are in power, when they are in government, they are able to take right decisions because you know when you pick one end of a stick, you pick the other end, which is the consequences, and they will live to see the consequences. But the older ones basically have a few years more to live, and they'll just die, and we will be the one facing the consequences. So if you bring good ideas into government, you enjoy the consequence as a youth. If you bring terrible ideas, you face the consequence as a youth. So I think that is one of the most important perspectives we should have towards the too young to rule. It's not just getting there, some people can get there and with the old ideas of these old folks in our minds, and that won't still change the government. But if we are getting into office with our own new ideas, then it goes a long way. And another point is that it's not just all about too young to rule and giving us a certain age where we can begin to run. But the point is about who are your team, who are those you're working with. If I'm not too young to rule and I get into office and I'm working with a team that is full of old folks that are not also creative, we're going to produce the same results. So I think we need to take many perspectives to the new law, to the new opportunity that's been given to us. What is your new idea? Who are those you are working with? What is the modern perception, or what is your modern perspective of governance? Because that is what will actually make this bill meaningful. Else, it will just be rolling around the same cycle. And for me, I think it's a good one because if a young person comes into power, you should be able to see the need for good educational system. Good educational system that is research based, that is not just theory or based on a kind of old curriculum. If such kind of person coming to power, bringing such kind of new curriculum, it helps the country to grow. We are able to produce knowledge and we're able to export knowledge. We are able to produce knowledge and make products and export these things. And from there, education affects the economy, and from there we also have more political stability. So we need to really check the benefits of this newly passed law so that we can be able to work well with it and take advantage of it.